Hello and welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And tonight we have Harry trying to not listen to the battery of common sense experts, attorneys, and the general public who already know his case for international protected person status is already dead in the war. But first, I want to show you this meme from Duchess Monet Sparkle. Parody, of course. Monet Sparkle on Twitter. Who wore it better? And this is a great addition to our great collection of fashion statements made by Del Taco Duchess. The best part is that these memes are far more shared than the paid articles WME tries to push. I've got only one observation about this, and I adjusted this meme for accuracy. This shade of chocolate represents better the Montecito Queen. But oh well, the Duke of Sausages has claimed he's being treated less favorably than other VIPs by the Home Office over his security entitlement, as he challenged the government's decision to reduce it when he visits the UK. Oh, poor Harry. Always despair, nobody paying attention to him. As Christopher Wilson says, squandering those Netflix millions on lawyers who can't win his case, and for why? The sausages are unlikely to spend time in Britain anytime soon, so why demand big police protection? Well, it's because the big police protection has to do with the size of someone's ego. Lawyers for the Duke of told the High Court he should have been entitled to taxpayer funded police protection because he remained in the line of succession to the throne and was, wait for it, a prince of the realm. What is this? Is this some kind of Disney movie? Prince of the Realm. Well, Harry's lawyer told the High Court that an attack on him would damage the nation's reputation and that he was being treated unfairly by the Home Office. The court was told that the Royal Protection Committee took the death of his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, into account when it made its decision and that he would not have the same degree of taxpayer funded police security. Stephanie Hart put it quite well. He is addicted to the image of him with men in suits rushing to the vehicle to open his door, looking around nervously, getting him in, whisking him off in a line of blacked out SUVs, waiting for him to emerge from the next restaurant or shop to whisk him away again. I think he needs impatient help for his paranoia, but that might not even help. Some of it is good old fashioned entitlement. And Marky Meg tweeted, Omid Scobie insists book Endgame was written at lightning speed. That sounds like when someone wants to justify some kind of blunder, that they made mistakes along the way because of the rush. And why so rush, Scobie? You know how John Lasseter used to say, you cannot rush art? Maybe when Scobie says that the book was written at lightning speed, he means that he was more inspired than usual. That is a possibility as well. You know that Scobie misses those brainstorming sessions at Montecito. He really does. And not only Catherine triggers those Montecito screams. Look at this. Wonka star Sophie is a real acting royalty. Sophie Winkleman has achieved a social upgrade on screen, at least. The former Peep Show star is Lady Frederick Windsor in real life because she's married to Lord Freddie, son of Prince and Princess Michael of Kent. On screen, however, Sophie is the Countess in new Hollywood film Wonka. While Prince Harry was surprised when King Charles suggested that Meghan Markle could continue acting after marrying into the royal family, Sophie has proved it's possible. The half sister of Strictly host Claudia Winkleman has performed roles in television series including Belgravia and Sanditon. I've been incredibly welcomed with open arms by all of them, she said of her royal in laws. They never tell me off at all if I wanted to play some racy role. Oh, too bad. Meghan could have continued her acting career. Not only because the racist royal family was okay with that, but also because she could keep smooching with her sorry, co-stars. I'm still learning my English. What I don't know is if the sausages would have been able to keep up with the electricity bill, since Harry claims that electroshock was his therapy of choice to help him forget about Meghan's, well, racist scenes. But I think Harry forgets that it was us who needed electroshock therapy after plowing through that spare gibberish. Now that we mention Meghan's past career as actress, let's catch up with Patrick J. Adams thanks to Charles' voicemail. Someone else marked? I just saw this ad on Insta. Patrick Adams, the guy from Bunking, in the stockroom and other scenes in Suits, advertising a dumb match 3 derivative. Boring game. Oh dear. Oh dear. And funny that the game's called Royal Match. And please don't download it. That's just garbage that will plague your phone with viruses. But what exactly is happening to Adams? He's got that stare like someone who has seen things. I mean, this is a time to celebrate since the writers and actors strikes have been solved, and at least for the near future, their jobs are not going to be taken by AI. So why that face? I don't know why that face reminds me of something or someone, but no, I can't remember. If you have an idea, let me know. And Dr. Shola Maruchan was playing her favorite sport, namely attacking the royal family. And in this case, Prince William. Prince William's commitment unravels if Dave is still homeless and selling big issue magazine. How is he paused with a prince? If Prince William can end Dave's homelessness after 2 years of friendship, we are expected to believe he can end homelessness once and for all. Well, I try to have empathy. You know that Maruchan has this rift with the royal family, but I seriously don't know who hurt her. If she is in love with King Charles and is jealous of Queen Camilla, the possibilities are endless, and we can't really judge a person before we know their actual story. But we can put a literal bag of Maruchan noodles on her head as a form of art, really. This is just art and satire. But this time was the right one to call her out. Maruchan, do you know how to read? The article clearly says that Dave's not homeless, got a job, and even creates and sells art now. Well, whatever. Well, she decided to exercise her right to self censorship, or in other words, shut the F up, and deleted the tweet. A big win for all my rogues, of course, who call her out on her behavior. But ones that I don't think they will be deleting their tweets soon enough will be the NHL. And this was brought to my attention thanks to Meghan's mole. Is this the best WME could do for Meghan Markle? A 1 second bleep of her open mouth in an NHL ad. Imagine being 43, left the royal family, and this is the best you could accomplish in 4 years. Skull emoji. And this was quite bizarre because it's a 1 minute ad of a hockey game, which I am not going to show you because it's not worth it. But the whole minute is your usual hockey ad with the names of the hockey stars and footage of previous games. And the only person that breaks the flow of those images is Meghan. But let's take a look at the last 10 seconds of the video so you can confirm how out of place this is. Well, Rogies, I would love to know what do you think about today's show in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. And remember the two most important words: much love and bliss.